What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I'd like to talk about safety Richie Grant. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about Richie Grant and Richie Grant's role on this defense this season. So recently, Coach Raheem Morris has mentioned that safety Richie Grant still will have a big role on this Atlanta Falcons defense this season, even after acquiring Justin Simmons, the all-pro safety from the Denver Broncos. He did still mention that Richie Grant, because of his versatility and his ability to do multiple things, is the reason that he still is going to have a big role on this defense. Last season, Richie Grant played mainly the safety role. But later in the season, because DeMarco Hellams was a solid player as well, he started to get some of those snaps at safety, and they started to use Richie Grant as like that big nickel linebacker where he was playing closer to the line of scrimmage. They kind of used him as like a hybrid linebacker, and I expect him to be used in similar ways this season. So because that Richie Grant last year showed on film that he's a guy that can do a multitude of things, I really feel like his versatility is the reason why we'll still see him out there on the field at times during those dime packages, during those nickel packages. And because NFL teams nowadays like to run a lot of 3 wide receiver sets, 4 wide receiver sets, and they like to spread teams out, I really feel like we're going to see a lot of Richie Grant this season, especially on third down situations where it's third and long, and you want to have your better coverage guys out there on the field. Because we have guys like Nate Landman, who's not the best linebacker in coverage, he's mainly a downhill type linebacker. You'll see Richie Grant come in the game on third and long situations, and at times to be able to cover guys that are in the slot, be able to be a blitzer, coming off the edge. And I really feel like this season, Raheem Morris and this defensive staff, they talked about you never can have enough talented players. It's about putting those players in positions to succeed. So I still feel like Richie Grant is one of those guys that still has a chance to continue to develop. And because Raheem Morris cut his teeth in the league on the defensive side of the ball, he's a former defensive back himself when he played the game of football on the collegiate level. But he also started off in the league with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, being one of those guys that was a secondaries coach for majority of his career. So I expect Richie Grant to take another leap this season as one of those guys that's still developing, but he can make plays. And because he has really good mentors in Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons in that locker room with him, and in that safety room and secondary room, watching film together and things of that nature, I really feel like Richie Grant is going to be one of those guys that's going to have opportunities to make big plays this season. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Richie Grant being one of those guys that has carved out a role on this defense. Do you think he'll have a bigger role or a big role on this defense? It was refreshing to hear, that he's not going to be a guy that's just going to be on the bench as a depth piece, but they're going to use him on special teams, and they're also going to use his skill set, his ability to tackle in space, his ability to cover guys and things of that nature. And I really feel like because we have a lot of versatile players, not just in the secondary, but also in that linebacking core, I really feel like it's going to keep opposing offenses on their heels, because they're not going to be able to figure out what this Atlanta Falcons defense is going to do from game to game, because we have so many guys that can play so many different roles. So with that being said, this been your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. But with that being said, as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.